Good morning, YouTube. It's Trader Rob. Today is Friday, January 16th. Let's take a look at the markets. Mapped out a really nice setup here early this morning for my Signal members. On gold, I personally did not get a confirmation on the GC, but a lot of the Signal members got the confirmation on the micros, and we were able to take that trade. Just kind of bummed out about that one. This was a setup that I gave you guys from... I wish I actually had went to the 5-minute. This one right here. This is a setup I left you guys with yesterday. Perfect tap in there. Another tap in right there. So gold's reacting extremely well to these areas. I wish I would have been able to take that trade earlier this morning. This would have been a nice one. Let's get to price action. That would have been a very, very nice one. Let me just take a screenshot of this guy. Let's delete this off the chart. Let's take a look at the NQ. All right, so the NQ, we've got a setup. I had some circles over here in the 5-minute. Probably don't look very good now. Let's bring these guys over. I'll explain this little setup here that we got brewing. Let's bring these guys over a little bit more. So we've got an area here of high reactionary point at the 25,725. I know it's a pretty big range here. It goes down to the 25,702. I've got two areas here of high reactionary. I personally feel like this secondary zone right here, the secondary circle, is going to be where we might see a very dramatic reaction. So in this scenario for this setup, this is where you'd want to be on either the 30-second or the 1-minute candle. Wait for confirmation to go for your TPs. If you have the footprint confirmation, like what I use for my order entry, that would be 10 times better. So that's a setup there. We still got the setup from, I believe, on the day before yesterday. Long at the 25,655, targeting the 25,661 and the 666 with a stop at the 25,642. So let's see how price action here develops this morning. Morning, Arshak. Ticket, good morning. Travis, good morning. Keith, Flav. Dean, good morning. Trader Randy, good morning. Coach Cleats, good morning. Michael, good morning. Keith, Nordic. Carrie, good morning, everyone. Let's see if we can finish off this week nice and strong. It's been a very, very nice week for me. Kind of a half-ass setup here on the ES. I got a reactionary point at the 69.65. My only issue is that we've got the higher time frame point of control sitting at the 69.60. So very similar setup to the other day where, you know, on a scenario like this, I would want to see an absolute perfect footprint confirmation right at our entry to go, okay? What I don't want to see the market do is to come here. I can't keep going with that path. Let's try that one again. What I don't want to see is a move like this that tees us here for a point or two, sweeps this, and then makes the move. So again, this is why I'm having a very difficult time with this 69.65 level. We'll keep monitoring the ES as we go along here. Back on the NQ. Gold currently has nothing. Obviously minus that setup that I already mapped out this morning. Giving away a volume trading masterclass course today. You just type into the chats. First of all, you got to like the stream. Like to see at least 50 likes today on the stream. And like the stream and then type in masterclass into the chat. And we'll do that drawing at 9:30, so right at the initial balance. Figured it's a good... teach the initial balance in the course, so I figured it's a good good segue for that. Just do masterclass, all one word. So Jeffrey, and if you're already are in the volume masterclass, please don't put your name in. I mean, I guess if you want to gift it to somebody else, but it'd be nice for somebody who wants to learn some pretty good stuff to get that one. All right, see if the NQ wants to make a little push here. I'd like to keep the green streak alive. I think I'm going on 7 or 8 days here. Just seeing the market so much better these last 2 weeks. Happy that we're kind of done with December's price action. I shouldn't say December's price action, but December's volume. We've had a few days of just kind of pretty tight ranges as well. I want to say the initial balance yesterday I thought was about 100 points or 130 points, which is pretty small. Prior day was, I think, 260. We got about 2 Fed speakers this morning. So we got, well, I guess we got Trump speaking at 9 a.m. Okay, keep that on the radar. Feds Collins, I don't know if I saw that earlier, but Feds Collins at 9:50, Bowman at 10 a.m. all Central Time, and then Trump speaking again at 2:15, and then the Supreme Court opinion on tariffs got moved to January 20th. So we'll see if they delay that or not again. All right, I'm completely out of coffee. Give me 1 second. Again, to enter into the Volume Masterclass course, just type in Masterclass into the chat. Be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, let's take a look and see. So the 805s look very interesting for the NQ right now. That's a for sure target that they're going to come look at. 835, they're going to see some resistance right there. Let's see if they blow through here. Let's see what they can do right here. Probably conduct a quick auction here at the 860s. This will be a quick auction for them. I actually would prefer them not to tap into here. I'd rather them run the 805s. I think we might be able to find a trade from over here. So I'd prefer them to leave that alone. But it is a very natural place for them to conduct their auction here. Nothing in gold. Nothing in ES. Gotta get out of this. Gotta get out of this 7004s to the 87s for me to be interested in anything. Okay, this is good. I like to see that. Push down. Let's get through this 805 area. So we just completed that. Not enough, not an impulsive move enough yet to formulate a trading plan from up here. If they do take out the 805s, then we can start taking a look at it. Go, buddy. No, you need it. A little resistance at the 810s. Shouldn't be a big deal for them. That was violent. Don't take this out yet. Just leave that for us for right now. They just really didn't give me an opportunity here. But that's what they're going to want to go for right now. Let's see if they do a sweep here of the 860s. They might tap right into this shaded area right here at the 867s. Could be a little sweepy of an area right there. But let's see what the Let's see what the market wants to do here. Nothing super clean yet. Still a little frustrated I missed that trading gold this morning. But I gotta get over that. And I must tell myself that I did not get, that would not have fit my entry confirmation there, because I did not get a footprint confirmation on my 8 range GC footprint. But everybody in my Signal members got the confirmation on the MGC. A little unfortunate, but let's go, buddy, run it. The lag is crazy today on my charts. AP. On which instrument? You know, just as a troubleshooting thing, I took off my volume profile tool on gold, and I don't want to jinx myself, but my gold chart seems to be running a lot smoother. I'm not getting that. See, look at this. It's perfect. I couldn't do this at all for the last like 2 weeks, which seems very strange there. So I'll send an email to the owner of ChartSpots. I believe he told me one time that there is there was a setting in gold for the volume profile, so maybe I can fool around with that. But I do have the volume profile on my smaller charts, but for some reason this one here. All right, let's go. You ain't gonna stop there, are you? Do what you need to do, buddy. Yeah, I could leave all that juiciness right there. Can't leave this by a couple ticks. Trouble here. You could, people jump into a long here, comes and retests back at the 805s, you get fucking whacked. To me, it just didn't seem like they finished their auction there, but I could be wrong. You gotta do it, buddy. Just too many people here. Let's go. I agree, Michael. The market has a way of balancing everything out. I'm a big believer in that. And so for all the mistakes that work against you, the market has a way of balancing it out to have some mistakes go in your favor. Can't see them protecting this here. Let's go. It could get violent to the 800s. 25 800s. We could see a violent sweep here down. Right to here. This guy and both of these right there. But you see everybody that would have jumped in right there long. I mean, you just get destroyed so quick. That's why you can't, you got to understand what the market needs to do. Let's see. I don't think they're done yet. Good buying pressure now. Let's see. I don't think they're done yet, though. Take out the 800s, and then I could see, okay, there you go. There's a tap of the 800s. They're still defending it, so they could retap right into it again. He came in strong again there at the 800s. Let's see if that was enough. Actually, wouldn't mind seeing a nice little dump right now. Nice little violent dump here would be great. Let's go. Hopefully you guys saw that. I mean, the you know, the plan was always the 805s. So as price action came down, what did they do? About a point or two away from before the 805s, they faked everybody out to the upside. I even said it as it was going up. I'm like, those are the ones who are going to get destroyed. And there you go. And now we might see some violence to the downside here. So those have already done their jobs. Do kind of like this up here, just because now they've got some auction zones to conduct some business in. Just can't really find the greatest entry there. But I'm not even worried about this guy right now. I'm more interested in this taking a dump and being able to see something over here. Even though it looks like they balanced this out pretty good on the downside. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. All right, the ES does have a little... Let's take a look at the ES here. Let's minimize this chart just a little bit, and then I'll expand it later on. So the ES is going into an area here of unbalanced volume. Let's see if there's anything here. Shit. Oh, no. No, I said shit, but it's not shit. No, this is all garbage. It's all garbage area. Don't want to be in there. All right, let's take a look here now on the NQ. So this is an area here. Put these guys a little bit closer here so you guys can see. We got two areas here where we could see some reactions at. The more the dump, the better. So what we were at the 805s. I said I'd like to see a violent dump underneath. It's exactly what we've gotten so far on the market. So market's acting pretty good. Pretty basic auction theory. Gold's not doing anything. Off that area. Let me just map this guy out right here. Let's get into trade mode here. Let's see. Again, I'm going to be waiting for footprint confirmation. I'll take a look at the one on my right side is my lower footprint confirmation. The one that you're seeing on the main screen here is my bigger footprint confirmation. I'd actually like to see one in both, which would be a beautiful setup. But we'll see. Shit, and Trump's talking at 9 a.m. Any word on what the fuck he's might be talking about right now? Trump takes part in rural investment roundtable. Okay. I don't think that should be anything super dramatic. AP, another thing that I've just come to realize with Ninja is when all else seems to fail, just reinstall it. I know it's the biggest pain in the ass because I know you can even save the template, but I don't even like doing that because sometimes the templates will have a corrupted indicator or an error somewhere, and you reinstall it, you restore the template, and you're in the same situation again. But every time I've ever had an issue with Ninja, knock on wood right now, I don't. Now that I think Gold is doing okay. That's what I've generally had to resort to. Okay, 730s are coming in pretty strong right here. So right around a couple points above our entry. I gotta take a look at that. Don't give me the footprint. Don't give it to me here. I don't want it here. I don't want the footprint confirmation here, buddy. Let's go. Like I said, the 730s got a good amount of volume. Let's see here. Okay, a lot of negative delta. This is kind of that first area. Like I said, there's a strong area a little bit down here as well. We kind of have to be ready here. It's a lot of negative delta though. It might be almost too much negative delta. Let's see. If I get this footprint confirmation, I gotta go in based on my rules, but I'd rather see this come down just a little bit more. Obviously, I know TP1 got hit there on a resting limit order. Okay, let's go a little bit lower. May not give it to me though. A lot of negative delta here. I was going to say, if I get a footprint confirmation here, it's a risky play. Just because I know that there's a good amount of volume sitting right here that they might want to tap into. But, well, now delta flipped to positive, so this would not be a footprint confirmation for me yet. Back to negative delta. No footprint there. I don't mind them coming even a little lower. Yep, they flipped the delta to positive. So this would not be a confirmation for me here. Might not get anything here. Let's see. Staying patient. They're very close to the liquidity area there. I might not be able to get into this guy. Positive delta. That's a shame. So resting limit order on the entry got you just a TP1, which I can understand why it's just TP1 right now. I mean, obviously it takes that footprint confirmation to see some real strength come in. And like I said, there's right here, there's a good juicy amount. Let's see what they want to do. This would have been the best candle right here. All right, TP1, TP2 there. Resting limit order would have been the play there, but I following my rules. I'm not deviating. I actually thought we probably were going to get the flip right here, but this made a little more sense because this actually tapped into that secondary area that I was looking at. So the first area, so let me go back here with my circles. This first area here, which was the reactionary zone, that got you your TP1. Well, that tapped in right into this area, TP'd 1. And then this secondary area right here is where that got you the TP2. That's where that strength came from. A little unfortunate for me, but that could be the flavor of the day today. We'll see. Let's get rid of this guy. Anybody take a winner there? All right, let's see what this area has to offer. It does not look good at all. This is all shit. Just a tiny little area right here. This is all shit. All right, we'll see if the 25,655 can give us something. AP got something. Now what got something? Good job. Greg got TP1. I went limit and got both TP1 and 2. Thanks, Rob. No, you got it, Rob. 2 Robs don't make a right, but in this situation they did. All right, let's go. And hopefully you guys can understand. I mean, I know I understand that a lot of people took the resting limit orders. I get all that. And I'm not saying that that was not the way to trade that. But you saw the risk that was on that table. It was probably close to 18 points, 19 points. And which is generally almost double the size of my risk that I'm normally looking at on Q-Trade. But those are the particular situations when you have those 2 sandwiched areas of unbalanced volume. You'll get an initial reaction, which will typically get you your TP1, and then or TP2 sometimes, depending on how strong that area is. But typically, if the first zone has enough strength to get to TP2, that's when it'll become a signal for me, and I don't have that secondary zone drawn out. But then it's typically tapping in, which is same trade from yesterday, that 15-point winner that I took yesterday. It was pretty much exact scenario. At least I'm giving you the commentary to exactly as to what I am seeing. All right, ES, let's see. ES has got a situation here. ES just doesn't seem to get any of my love lately. So ES has got a pocket right here, but super balanced out. Excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah, they got a little pocket right here, but this has been balanced the shit out. On this wick right here, this tap in right there. Not a super fantastic area. That's the 94s. Yeah, they just don't look that great. Okay, let's see if there's anything in gold here that we can attack. Just need gold to break out here a little bit. I need something stronger. I need some impulse. That's my strategy. Is I need that impulsive move, break a structure, and find that unbalanced volume pocket, which gold did not do. All right, let's get off this footprint confirmation. $20 minutes for IB to be set. 20 minutes for our giveaway. Giving away a volume trading masterclass at 9:30. Just type in masterclass into the chat, and you'll be automatically entered to win. Make sure to hit the like button on the stream. It takes half a second to do, and I highly appreciate it. Oh. Now what? I read that wrong. I thought you said I had 300 trades I took prior to that one, but then I saw the dollar sign. It sounds a little better. Sounds a little more reasonable. Maybe you got some exciting plans for the weekend? I, of course, have a fantastic football playoff game to watch that I am looking forward to extremely, as probably every other person that lives in Chicago or that loves the Bears. It's going to be a tough matchup, man. It's going to be a tough matchup. I think I'd rather have seen the 49ers. Actually, I know I would have rather seen the 49ers. I think the two teams that scared me the most were the Seahawks for some reason and the Rams prior to the playoffs starting. What an injury to Kittle, man. That's freaking terrible. I know we talked about it a couple days ago, but that was just, I feel so bad for the guy. Achilles is the worst thing. But yeah, the Rams are going to be a tough matchup, man. Their offense is Is why did I'm assuming they got to have the #1 offense in the league. Could be. Who has can't see anybody else being on top of them. Who has the #1 offense? That can't be right. Oh, let's look at 2025. That would make more sense. Yeah, the Rams. The Rams, the Cowboys, the Patriots, the Bills, the Lions, and the Bears. Just to see the Bears in the top 10, I mean, that's pretty freaking insane. As a Bears fan, I don't think I've seen that. Shit, I don't even know when they've even been in the top 10. I don't even think in the year that they won the Super Bowl, it was all defense and Peyton. They're probably ranked somewhere outside of the top 5 offense, but probably one of the greatest defense to ever play the game. All right, about 17 minutes here for IB to be set. Let me revisit this 655 scenario one more time here. What was I seeing here? I don't like this at all. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I'm taking off this 225 655. I do not like that at all. What the fuck was that? It doesn't seem right. Oh, I see there. Okay. That don't make any sense to me. Let's go with 5 minutes. That's why I don't like doing this on my other screen. It's so much easier. Gotta do it on the other screen. I have the scroll thing here. Hold on, guys. All right, I do see now. Oh, shit, this one's tricky too. This is a tricky little bastard right here. How many more boxes can I draw? We got a Christmas tree of shit going on here now. Alright, let me get these in as at least TP levels. Come on. Sorry, I know I normally do this on the other chart, so it doesn't look so damn crazy. Alright, I know we got a lot going on here, but bear with me. Oh boy. The preview screen. Let's get back to the action here. So the 5 is originating here. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Hold on. The 1 minute. And to confuse even more, we got this IB low. You know, and I could turn that off right now. Somebody remind me at, no, I'm sure you guys will remind me because I'm giving away the masterclass, but somebody remind me to put my IB indicator on again. For favor. All right, to me, this setup here looks the greatest, but could take this for a scalp right here. This has got the 5 and the 15-minute level in it. This one does not. I do see why I put a high reactionary. It was on the 1 minute. But this should be a little bit more reliable down here. And got another pocket sitting right up here. Let's see if I can see anything out of this guy. Nothing great there. They're kind of rebalanced there. Possible. Looks like they balanced that out already. Sorry, what I'm looking at is right here. Lower time frame, we're going to have a reaction right here, but you can see as the push to the downside, what they do, they tapped right back into this little chunk of unbalance. Like if this would have been just a solid red candle down, this would have been a phenomenal reactionary point. But let's see. All right, the 720s, that doesn't interest me. The 740s. 740s has got a good amount of volume. Sitting right there. All right, let's see what is what. Just to have a bearing here. Alright, nothing on the lower yet. Remember, where I really see the reaction is right around the 740s. So let's see. I wouldn't be convinced here with the footprint confirmation yet. Even though it might give it to me right there. Damn, that's a good footprint confirmation. Just didn't really tap into any of my areas here yet. Fuck. That is the footprint confirmation, so that would have been, I would have targeted 15 points from right there. So that's too much. I don't need that much. Somewhere right around here would have been my 15-point target, which would have given it to me. Missed that one too. What did this come into? The 30s. It's about a point off there. Damn it. Great footprint confirmation there too. Just wish I would have been able to, would have pushed just a little bit higher. I might actually still leave this here just to see what happens. Dang it, man. That's frustrating. I can't see the U.S. purchasing Greenland, but I could definitely see them entrenching maybe a territory or something in there. Not happy about that. Not happy about that at all. All right, let's put our IB indicator back on. Whoa. Yeah, gold took a nice little dump. Alright. Gold might give us an opportunity here too. Man, we got a lot of stuff going on right here. I don't like this. I don't like this craziness that I got going on in this chart right now. All right, we'll switch over to gold in a second just to show you guys the setup there. But I think we got some time on that one. Let's see what occurs here. Spread this out just a little bit. Man. That short above us was the right play. That short above us was definitely the right play. Let's see. No tap yet. We'll be holding our giveaway, guys, once we're kind of clear of these areas here. See if we can take a trade here or not. Looks like this move already kind of balanced out right there. That missed by a point or two. Wouldn't have gotten the confirmation candle there anyways. Definitely a little bit more interested right down here. But again, if I get something in this gray area with a confirmation, even though my gut's telling me to wait for this one, the 631 to 621. Let's see what happens. Got to set up in gold. We'll get over to that in a second, but we still got a lot of distance from there to now. Yeah, I really like this setup down here just a little bit better. Let's see what would TP2 look like down there? It'd probably be in the shaded box. Yeah, pretty much right at the bottom of this box right here. I'm not going to put it in just to not confuse people, even though I probably should. Hopefully you guys understand this. This would be my TP2, and it also would serve as a stop loss on this, but even though this I think has already played out, in my opinion. Even though the 650s, wow, 650s are stacked pretty well too. Okay, so they might be coming for the 650s. Let's see. Thank you, sir. Okay, a lot of negative delta here. I wonder if this is going to flip. I'd like to see them tap into at least the 650s. Gotta tap in here. This would be a bad scenario here. They're going to give me a footprint confirmation here. Nope. Okay, nothing yet. I like that. I would much rather them tap into the 650s. Even though that, obviously, resting limit order, again, guys, TP1, TP2, I get that. So I might be the one that's the idiot here, but the 650s, that's a risky play right there, just on the bones. Let's see, the 650 delta should increase a lot here, which it just did. Let's see. If we can get a flip here, then I will take this trade. If not, I have no problem waiting for this higher probability zone for me. Maybe a little too patient today. Okay. No confirmation for me there. Obviously, you guys, resting limit orders, TP1, TP2, we get that. Let's see. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Oh, that was a violent swing right there. All right, let's get rid of these guys. Clean up our chart here a little. We all know that that's TP1. That's TP1 already. Let's go flip it here. Give me an opportunity. That would have been TP1. Everybody should know 643s would have been TP2 there. And I guess I could do that just to make it cleaner. All right. Am I going to get an opportunity here? It'd be nice. A lot of negative delta. If we flip this green, I am definitely it's a green zone for me here. Let's go. Flip it. All right, I'm in. Why so late? Why is that order so late? I gotta put my stop now below here. Oh. Stop goes here. Damn, what a terrible entry. Terrible entry. Let's go. Now I'm really asking. I'm asking for like 25 points based on that entry. That was shit. Come on, let the patience pay off here. It's not going to, is it? It's the way this trading goes sometimes. You can be patient and see all the trades win, and then you get into one and that's the loser. I don't want to give it any more risk than this, even though I know I see where my stop loss is at, but you guys see where my entry's at, which is fucking garbage. This TP should be somewhere right around here, but we'll see. I'll let the trade play out. Definitely ain't gonna give it a 30-point stop, but it might be what it needs for this trade to work. Come on, one little violent swing up would be nice. One little violent swing to the upside. Let's go. I mean, I'm asking for impossibility. I mean, my TP's already got swiped so many times. That was a really, 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 really bad entry on my part. So I deserve this one. Wow. That was some big slippage right there. It's a good footprint confirmation right there, though. I had to take it. I had to wait. And that was about $400 of slippage that I got too on that. This might have been the area that they needed to tap into. I mean, this trade played out 4 times, and I got in 5 points above my confirmation candle, which sucked. It's a good case study for Michael's order entry indicator. Now the first loss in the last like 7-8 days. Now what do they want to do here? Dang it. Dang it. Not much to do there. All right, I'll take the loser. Look how beautiful that was to the upside. Oh man. All right, let's give away let's do our giveaway here. Let's get my mind off that trade. Ooh. All right, Michael, I'll do that. I'll put the link in the chat as well. All right, give me 1 second. Let's get this prepped up and ready to go. All right, we're ready. Here we go. This one is going to be for the volume volume-based trading masterclass that I created January 1st. It's been very well received. So whoever is the winner of this, good job. That's all I could say. All right, let's get this one going. All right, now what? 01. I think you were commented. I see your comments earlier. You got a minute to respond, saying that. Just say thanks. Now what? You got 1 minute. There we go. I'm here. All right, now what? Now I'm gonna have you. So now what? Send me an email to Trader Rob at robstrades.com and I'll send you the code. All right, the next giveaway. So let's think of a. Okay. So the next one is going to be for an automated order management system that one of my Signal members, Michael, you see him on the chat, created. If you use the Ninja, it's for NinjaTrader. So if you're not using NinjaTrader, you're probably not going to want to get into this one, but it's pretty awesome. Probably would have got me into that last trade a lot better. I know it would have, but that's neither here nor there. It's automated. So what I'm going to have you guys do is just type in automate into the chat, and we'll give that till about we'll give it about 10 minutes here. So about 9:55 we'll run the giveaway for that. So type automate. We're in. Now we kind of blasted through the initial balance. Didn't really play out. Super bummed about that one, but all right, let's take a look at gold, guys. So gold, we do have a nice little setup here brewing. Got some time on this one. At the a short at the 4605.7, targeting the 4602.8 and the 46.3. Possible second entry at the 4609.5. So if you get into this entry and you get the confirmation, this could be your stop at the 4609, or maybe a little bit above it. Actually, a little bit above it. If you get in at the 4609, I would use 4615.8 as your stop and still target the same TPs. This one's here. It's different. No, it's going to work just on NinjaTrader. So it's an indicator that you put into your chart, And whenever I come up with a signal, so like right here on this gold signal, you would just enter in the values here. So entry 4605.7, you put your TPs, your stop loss, and then you can target which TPs you want to target, which ones you want to go to break even at. It also has the capability of incorporating the footprint chart to get your footprint confirmation, and it'll enter in the order the second that you get the footprint confirmation, which is very, very slick. Oh, I hate marking up I hate doing a screenshot of a winner and I still take a loser. I don't like that. Don't like that feeling, but hold on 1 second, guys. Okay. This one hurts too. What a day. What a day. Alright, so let's get rid of this. What else do we see here? We actually got a very nice pocket right here. Very nice. This might be very, very, very nice. Let's see if we get anything here. Looks a little convoluted here. Signal worthy. I'm going to take off this IB low indicator, even though I'd like to see it. But I'm just going to... I have a mental note that it's sitting at the 67, so it's right above the TP2 area here. So let's get rid of it. Let's take this guy off just to make this chart a little cleaner. $9.55. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Let me concentrate here. All right, loading comments. This is for automate. Winner. Hashtag was automate. Let's do this for 15 seconds. Confirm. All right, here we go. This is going to be for the order management system by Michael. So let's get this one ready. I thought I did spinning names. I don't like this one. I like when the names show up there. All right, Chris Marshall -I2B. You got a minute to respond saying that you're here. Well, I mean, it's got to have his name. I mean, that's pretty simple. I never had an issue with that either. So Chris Marshall, if you're on, you won the indicator. You got a minute. Chris, I saw you put automate not that long ago, so hopefully you're still on here. Yeah. There was a tap. There's a tap of our entry. I might have missed the entry there by a tick. All right, we will be spinning again. Give me a second. We're in trade territory here. Give me 1 second. All right, let me load this up again. Bring this here. I like to do the spinning names anyways. Get back. Start. YouTube. Load comments. Continue. And T, one winner. Hashtag. Automate. 15 seconds. And spinning names. Confirm. All right. Oh, there was a confirmation. Shit. Let's see what happens here. Let's bring these two guys up and bring him right here. And I think I'm okay with these targets where they're at. All right. Well, this doesn't look that great. Let's see here. Man, rough two trades here. Gonna probably tag me out there. There's the this unshaded area up here was another pretty high reactionary zone, so we'll kind of take a look at that. And let me just put this guy up so I know that we get this going. Spin. All right, so the winner is Sakus 99. So you've got a minute to respond. Chris already replied. All right, no issues, Chris. You could send me an email as well, and I'll hook you up. I'll pay for that one. So Saku, you've got a minute to respond here. I think I got knocked out of my trade. No, I didn't. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Probably shouldn't be too greedy here, but let's go. TP2 looks pretty inviting. Come on, give me a strong push here. That tapped me. That tapped right to my order. Let's go. Close it out. Don't. Let's go. Close it out. Right on it. Which is okay. I mean, yesterday my stop got missed by a point, by literally a tick. So this could be the market balancing itself back out to me. That would really suck, though. Nothing from Sakos either. Oh boy, that literally came to the tick there, guys. This is brutal, brutal. Good old day. Fridays. Let's go. Give me a nice little push here. Push it. Right to the exact same spot again. I can't see this. Go do this again. Show some patience. Oh man, this patience is getting difficult. This unbalanced area up here is my biggest issue. So there we go. There you go. All right, well, back in the green, 30 bucks. Oh, it says 220. Ah, nuts. Thought I was back in the green. All right, well, we'll run it again. Still coming down. So did they not respond? No? Okay, Jesus, this is difficult. All right, let's run it one more time. Anybody get this trade? I mean, that was TP1, TP2 just off a resting limit order. If you got the trade, let me know. No, jeez. Hold on one second, guys. All right, let's go back here. What was I doing? Well, let's do this. Let's do this one more time here. So, Chris, make sure that you send me an email to traderrob@robstrades.com. And then Suko's out. I did not respond. So load comments. Let's do this one more time. Continue. NT order management indicator. You know, and it looks like I could do one substitute. So in case we don't get it, I don't have to do this all over again. We don't want to enable sounds. No. Automate. 15 seconds. Countdown is one we like. Confirm. All right, here we go again. I thought this would be this difficult. Ah, this one again. I hate this one. I like to see the names in action. All right, Flav13, you are the winner. You've got a minute to respond. Flav13, good, he's here. Nice. All right, so Flav and Chris. Michael, I'll pay for one because I know you offered one free of charge, so I'll quick pay you or whatever. I'll figure it out. So Flav 13 and Chris. Email traderrob at robstrades.com. For code. There you go. I hate seeing the red on the screen for 220. Let me look at my accounts and see what's the issue. All right. Yeah, so my cash account is gross $1.50. With commissions, it's down 760. All my PAs are negative $22. And my Tradeify funded is negative $29. And my funded ticks is down $25. So, but much better than negative 1200. Great footprint confirmation. I think every setup I gave you here this morning worked for TP1 and TP2, if I'm not mistaken. I think every single setup we mapped out today worked out really nicely. Sorry. Georgiana, I was rooting for you. All right. 1 second reply. All right, guys. I had fun. I wish the trading would have been a little bit better today. Missed some pretty good opportunities, but at least I was able to pretty much get back in the break-even area, so I'm okay with that. And I got the rest of the afternoon to take a look. This is going to be another little high reactionary zone right here. Let me just take a screenshot of this before I go. Guys, if you haven't, the only thing I ever ask is just to like the stream, share it with anybody that you think that the content would be valuable for. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Go Bears. And I'll see you guys back at it Monday morning, right at the market open. Are the trades you take in the live are the same ones you provide in the signal service? Are the trades you take live? Some of them are. So we have signals that are already posted. All my A+ signals are already posted in the signal service. So those do get taken when we get to price action down there. But a lot of the scalping that's done during stream here, like this setup right here, you know, if this is not an A+ setup, it does not go into my signal group. So this is just me scalping the market. Now that everybody in my signal group is on the live trading room right now that runs through the portal, which my lag is about 1 to 2 seconds there, so they're able to get into those entries as well. And YouTube's lag right now is pretty good. I think it's about 10 seconds is my delay. We've mapped that out a few times this week. So if you're interested in the masterclass, the link is in the chat or in the description below. If you're interested in the signal service, if you want to do some extended trading live with me, we do question and answer after every single session. We did have our monthly Q&A last night at 7 p.m. That was pretty great. And so both of those options are available to you. If not, join me on YouTube Live. I think you'll learn a lot. Enjoy your weekend, guys. If you're in the green, stay in the green. If you are in the red, give yourself maybe one more opportunity to get out of the red. And if you're flat, that's a great position to be in as well. Take care, guys. See you guys on Monday. Markets closed 12 o'clock on Monday. So MLK has got shorted trading hours till noon.